This is extra footage that I'm shooting now that I want to add in front of my cool animals clip today, because this is sort of an afterthought that myself and Carolyn, we were thinking about it, and we decided, okay, let's do it. Let's show the footage, but then we're going to put a parental advisory, and we're going to put a caution on it for sensitive viewers not to watch it. Now, the thing is, I was on my way to Carolyn. She called me very excited. Etienne, I've got a hawk that I need to show you. Beautiful animal, bigger than I thought it would be. But on my way there, she called me and she said, Etienne, I've got sad news and I'm not happy about it. I'm so angry. The hawk has passed away. He died. He didn't make it during the night. So this was yesterday morning. So we decided, you know what, we're going to do the footage. We're going to film it, but we're going to do it very discreetly. She's closed the hawk's eyes. It looks like it's asleep, and she's got it on its back, and she's going to just basically show us the wingspan, show us more about the animal itself, tell us more about the animal, and just show it what a beautiful animal it is. And while we were doing it, I thought, you know what, it's actually a good thing, because we're doing it justice, because the hawk didn't die for nothing. We're actually showing people what the effects of poison can be. If you want to poison rodents in your backyard, or if you want to poison things in your garden, there's always predators that eat the lizards, that eat the rodents, and they get the poison in. And this is what happens. This is a prime example of what happens, the effects that poison has on the environment. So you'll have to sort of find another way of doing that. And she also explains it, and she also gives us the statistics regarding how many animals she gets in that's due to poison, which is really sad. It's really, really sad. If you are sensitive towards things like this, or if you don't want your kids to watch it, then I'd say skip this episode. This footage, I can tell you, it's done very nicely. It's done very discreetly, and like I said, it just looks like the hawk is asleep. Beautiful animal, and perhaps, yeah, if you want your kids to watch it, perhaps you as a parent can watch first. Just watch a bit of it, and then you can pass your device on to your kid and say, okay, watch this one. The hawk has died. Explain to them, but this is why it died and what happened. So, all right, let's watch it.
Hello, Etienne. Well, I'm happy you're here today, but I have bad news and I'm not happy about this, okay? So what's going on with this beautiful raptor is that he was victim of secondary rodenticide poisoning. What does that mean? It means somebody put out some poison some rodenticide to kill rodents, and the mouse or the rat got into it and then got weak, from bleeding inside internally, and then it became an easy prey. And as you know, all predators are opportunistic feeders, and so if they have an easy prey, they'll go for that for sure. And this is what this red-shouldered hawk here did, okay? So this is a juvenile red-shouldered hawk, very prominent. We find them all over California. Beautiful animal. Beautiful biology. Nothing's wrong with the wings, nothing's broke. He bled internally. So the way we have to counteract the rodenticide poisoning is actually by giving large doses of vitamin K, which we did, but it was not good enough, and he was too far off, and then he passed, And it's very, to me, a problem, because those birds are federally protected, okay? And they actually eat so many rodents. They're good to have, okay? They keep us healthy by eating the overpopulation of mice and rats or ground squirrels that we find, But unfortunately, I was not able to save this individual. So what I'm going to do with him now is he's going to be going to the University of California in Riverside, UCR. He's going to go to Dr. Christopher Clark. He's a friend of mine. is one of the head department of biology there. And we study the effect of rodenticide on the raptors. And this is where he's going to be going tomorrow, you know. We call those animals raptors, the predatory birds, and there's a reason for it. By definition, the raptor means that he is catching his food with his feet, okay? And that's what a raptor is. So as you can see, the feet here, you know, this is the hallus here. This toe is called the hallus. And this one is to hold, those ones are to grab. And so this is how they grab their prey, you know, that they will be eating. Very, very efficient talons. So anytime you handle those raptors, it's not really the beak that can get to you. It's actually the talons. So as a precautionary, say I'm so used to handle hawks now, although this animal has passed, I'm still holding the feet like if it was alive, right? So this is what we see when people put rat poison on the yard to get rid of the mice, is that it doesn't stop at the mouse, okay? It goes on to the hawk, it will go on to the raccoon, to the coyote, to the fox, to any animals that feeds on rats and mice. This animal will be at risk for secondary poisoning. And this is what we see today. And it's really bothersome to me. It really bothers me.
Can we open the wing just to see the wingspan on it?
Certainly, look how beautiful this
Beautiful animal, yeah.
Beautiful.
This is so
Nothing's
sad.
wrong with this bird, mechanically speaking, meaning the skeleton, you know, is intact. The biology of this animal is magnificent, but he bled internally due to that rodenticide. So when we do a necropsy, as you know, an autopsy is on people and a necropsy is on animal. So when we'll do the necropsy on him, what we're gonna find is the lining of the gastric cavity, which is the stomach. We're gonna find a color like my gloves a bit, you know, like turquoise color. And that's coating of the rodenticide, and that's how we can confirm that he died from rodenticide poisoning. So please, people, stop putting poison out. Please stop doing it. There's other ways to get rid of your mice problems, and putting poison out or glue traps is not the way.
And tell me, is there quite a lot of cases like this coming in?
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. I would tell you, to be honest with you, it's more than half. 60% of raptors I receive have been poisoned. And that's a fact.
This also affects owls because they eat rodents. So I guess you get a lot of owls in as well.
Same. Owls are considered the raptor family. So of all the raptors I get, 60% of them have rodenticide poisoning that we counteract with vitamin K. Most of the time we're very successful in making those animals live, but not this time, because this animal came to me a little bit too late and there was nothing I could have done for him.
Wow. That's very sad.
To me, it's a failure, you know. As a rehabber, we want them to live. We want to rehab them. We want to see them fly again. And this is not possible now.
Yes.
Now the only thing I can do is use it for research to document rodenticide. Now it becomes part of the statistic that we're studying.
Thank you for watching. We've come to the end of today's program. It was a sad program today, but I feel it was a necessary one. We needed to show the people out there that what's the effects of poison on the environment, on the animal kingdom, and that you think you've got a solution to one problem, but you basically create a bigger problem, and the ripple effect it has on the rest of the predators that feed on that specific rodent, or even lizards, or whatever you're trying to kill with poison. Please remember to subscribe. And our next program is actually an exciting one. We're going to have some snakes that Carolyn's going to show us. And also coming soon is a visit to a reptile shop, and a reptile expert is going to show us different types of reptiles and how to handle them. So keep a lookout for those as well. Exciting stuff. See you soon.